is Cricket from the Coat Hangers, and you're listening to Drop the Mic.
Put something on my face, soldier.
You did. You did. Tomorrow. At the beach. Tomorrow. At the beach. We meet. You said to find you when I wake up. You do know what's happening to me.
Come with me. Now.
Wait. Stop. Wait a second. Wait a second. I've been thinking. I mean, this thing's in my blood. So maybe there's some way I can transfer it to you.
I've tried everything. It doesn't work.
I mean, have you, tried all the options?
Oh, you mean sex? Yeah, tried it.
How many times?
All right.
Hey everyone, this is episode 63 and we're calling this bad boy Live, Die, Repeat.
Oh yeah.
We are your hosts, the Swan and J-Dub, as usual. Thanks for joining me once again.
Yes.
My buddy.
Always.
Tonight we are reviewing the underrated sci-fi picture Edge of Tomorrow.
Yes.
From 2014, if I'm correct.
Can't believe it's been that long.
Yeah. I remember when it just came out.
Yeah.
Pretty wild.
Yeah, it's
making us feel old.
I know.
With these contemporary
time
films.
Flies, man.
Oh, time flies. But first, let's give everybody what they really tune in for.
And now for a special news report. Brought to you by Drop the Mic.
All right, James, what do you got for us?
All right. I don't know if we've covered this before, but Atlanta, the FX show, has been renewed for a third season.
Wow.
Yeah, so I have yet to watch that show, but I know you keep saying that it's amazing.
It is.
And I know Gambino's in it.
Lakeith Stanfield.
I can't remember the other guy's name. He's not too big, but he's getting into he's getting into a lot of more projects. I know that, but so that's being renewed for another season. So be excited.
Yeah.
And also, I can't wait for Lakeith Stanfield's new movie. Was it I'm Sorry I Bothered You or something?
Yeah. When does that come out?
I think. It has to be soon because he keeps on
plugging it, right?
Yeah, all the time. I feel like every other day or like at least like twice a week he's doing it. But yeah, so
I saw the was it the Red Band trailer?
Yeah.
And I think it might have been Hereditary. They ran it and it was nuts. It looks uncut. It just looks fucking even
insane.
more wild.
I can't wait for it. But in other news, there's an airplane flying above us if you can't hear it. But I can. So anyways, Infinity War has grossed $2 billion worldwide.
Wow.
Which is insane. That is definitely taking off. And I can't imagine how much it's gonna make as soon as it's released on like Blu-ray.
Well, I have a question for you.
Yeah.
What do you think Jurassic World's gonna do?
I don't know. I know Rotten Tomatoes gave it a 70%.
I saw that. Yeah. Not too bad.
No, not too bad at all. I think it's gonna do good.
I'm just saying because the first one broke a bunch of records.
Yeah.
And then it was short-lived, but I mean it still did break.
Yeah.
Some records.
I don't know if it's going to do 2 billion worldwide record, but
dinosaurs are big, man.
Yeah. I hope it does good because I like everybody in those movies. So it's pretty cool to kind of keep that going because it's been around since 95.
Well, yeah, we just a couple days ago was the 25th.
Yeah, which is
anniversary.
crazy. God damn, that's insane.
Happy anniversary, Jurassic Park.
Yes, happy anniversary. Check it out if you haven't. I think it's on Netflix. What else do we got? So Jeff Johns, he was kind of the chief creative officer of DC Entertainment. So he was kind of in a big part of DC's movies.
Okay.
Kind of had his hands in everything, pretty much. He is actually stepping away from that, or stepping down and leaving. And Jim Lee is taking his place, basically. Who they're both comic book writers and creators like that. So Jim Lee's a good replacement. They're both doing the same thing pretty much. But he's also so Jeff Johns is leaving Warner Brothers, and he is launching his own production company called Mad Ghost Productions, and he is now writing and producing the new Green Lantern movie. It's kind of like a sub-production company of Warner Brothers. So I think that's pretty cool. He's kind of making his own, doing his own thing pretty much.
Yeah.
So that's cool. What else do we have? The Nun poster. And the trailer is dropping tomorrow, which is going to be in the past because this episode is on Friday. But that trailer will be released.
By the time this comes out, the trailer will have dropped. But as of now, which is Tuesday evening, we have 2 new images. Which the first one was Tessa Farmiga. What looks like she was like kind of investigating something with a lantern or something like that. And then the second one is the balls out. The picture of the nun, or an illustration of the nun.
It looks amazing.
In full force, it looks... and I think the director was promising that it's to be one of the darkest...
Yeah, it's supposed to be the darkest movie in the Conjuring universe. Yeah.
Bold words.
Yeah, those are pretty dark movies.
Yeah.
Even though my son loves them. My 4-year-old son loves them.
2 for me was... it got pretty real in some parts.
Yes.
It was pretty intense.
Yeah, it was. What else do we got? Director of Get Out, Jordan Peele. He has apparently expressed interest. Oh, am I stealing some of your news, man? I shouldn't even said it because I knew you would have probably had it. I'll wait.
No. Go ahead, man.
All right. So he's apparently expressed interest in taking on the 1990s cartoon Gargoyles and making it into a live-action movie.
Yeah.
But apparently, I guess maybe Disney is kind of sitting on this
yeah, I guess the execs, they're nervous. So he pitched them the way he wants to go about it, and they're not sure about it. I'm sure it's probably a darker tone.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, I don't know. But I don't get it, man. Because some of the... Not to say that Star Wars is dark, but I mean, Force Awakens and Rogue One, those are Disney affiliated. Yeah. And those are pretty dark. Like, Rogue One is a dark movie.
Yeah, Rogue One is. Yeah, it's probably one of the darkest in that Star Wars franchise.
So I'm saying, come on, guys. Yeah. You got the money. Even if it bombed, who gives a shit?
Yeah.
It's not going to bomb because Jordan Peele's a hot property right now.
But yeah.
And everyone's going to go see it to see what it's all about anyway.
Yeah, just having him attached to it. It's like, oh, the guy who did Get Out.
Just give him the money.
Just let him do it.
Just let him do it.
Or he'll just go to Netflix.
That's right. Well, I mean, he need the rights regardless to do it. But, I mean, yeah.
But still, I mean, just let him do it. That'd be awesome.
I think so.
I think that'd be cool. I don't, so I'm kind of a little upset about that. But yeah. All right, what else do we got? Aquaman trailer. It was released at Cine Europe, which I guess is like a cinema convention in Europe, and they released it, I guess, earlier this week, and is expected to drop any day now.
Which one?
Aquaman.
Aquaman, okay.
Yes, and then early reports last week were saying that the trailer was supposed to come out in the Jurassic World trailers.
Oh, it's attached. Okay.
Yeah. So, I mean, Jurassic World is coming out next week, right?
I think so.
So I know it's in June. So, but yeah, look forward to that if you're an Aquaman fan or just okay. What else do we have? The new that Jeremy Renner movie Tag is coming out.
Yeah.
This Friday. I'm actually kind of excited for it a little bit because it looks pretty funny.
And it's based on a true story,
which is insane. I don't understand how you make a movie off of the children's game Tag.
I think that's awesome.
It's a cool
that they were able to push it this far to get it to people, to get it on screen.
Yeah.
A big, and with all of these huge stars.
Yeah, huge.
It's awesome.
John Hamm's in it, right?
Yep.
Oh, it's insane.
Jeremy Renner.
Yeah. That's insane. But yeah, so that's all my news.
Nice.
Short and sweet.
All right, so we'll jump to me then.
Yeah, let's do it
for the news. All right, so mine's going to be short and sweet for this segment. I wanted to say happy anniversary to Rosemary's Baby, which turned 50 years old today.
Crazy.
Yep. Have you seen the film?
I haven't seen it, but I know it's pretty
it's pretty gnarly, especially to be 50 years old. Mm-hmm. This is still cutting edge today. The ending is wild. I won't get into it because I don't want to kill it for you or anybody at home who hasn't seen it yet. This is a horror classic. It is very much a slow burn, so you got to be very patient with it. But when you get to that end, man, it is so worth it. So check out Rosemary's Baby if you haven't yet. Happy anniversary. And so you talked about everything that I was going to talk about as far as pop culture, but we did have a little thing called E3.
Oh, yes, I was going to bring that up too.
Happen.
Yes.
And so I have a few pieces about that we'll talk about. Real quick, I wanted to say The Nun hits theaters September 7th, 2018. You didn't talk about the release date, so if anybody's excited for that, look for it this fall. Ish. So E3 happened, and there's been some major announcements. I think my cup of tea was some of the Sony stuff. So they released the Resident Evil 2 remake that had been rumored for quite a while, but they hadn't released too much about it. It looks amazing.
It does.
You got Leon and Claire back, and now, since they've released the footage, there are now pre-orders happening for PlayStation 4, and you can get a bunch of goodies. I think so. If you order the standard edition, you get like a like a skin for your console. Nice. Automatic download. And then for the special edition, you get a bunch of skins and custom weapons, a bunch of stuff.
Cool.
Check that out. Go reserve it if you're a Resident Evil fan. It's a must-have, I would say. And then, of course, Last of Us 2 from the always incredible Naughty Dog. Dropped some. I know we had the a trailer or two floating around for a bit, but now they've released some actual gameplay of Ellie, and she's older and awesome. No sign of Joel that I saw.
I didn't see him.
And for anybody who didn't play some of the what was it, like the expansion story that they did with Ellie, they alluded to her possibly being gay or bisexual, and they continue that in the newer trailer and gameplay stuff, which I thought was pretty wild.
That's cool.
And cutting edge, to do that in a video game and have people on board, that's awesome. So tip my hat to you, Donnie Dog. And then we're gonna move into our Recs.
And now it's time for the weekly recommendations.
All right, James.
Oh yeah. All right. So my weekly Recs, I got two of them. One of them is The Disaster Artist.
Okay.
That movie is basically based on a guy named, what's his name? Tommy Wiseau?
Wiseau, yeah.
Yeah, he's a pretty weird character.
That's...
And it's, being nice. But it's an awesome movie. James Franco's in it. A huge cast of people. Zac Efron was in it, which I wasn't expecting.
Dave Franco, of course.
Dave Franco, he plays his best friend in the movie. Seth Rogen. Yep. Who else? PETA, the guy from the Hunger Games. Can't remember his name. That PETA guy. But yeah, check that movie out. It is on Amazon Prime right now. So check it out, man. It's a movie. It's really good. It's funny. And what else do we have? The Man in the High Castle.
Which one's that?
It is an Amazon Prime original.
Oh, is it the Ron Perlman one?
No.
Okay.
So basically, this is, I guess, if it's an alternate reality where if World War II, if we lost World War II, and basically Germany has taken over half of the United States, and Japan has taken over